If you're a woman, listen the fuck up. It took me 22 years to finally start learning about my cycles and learning about my body, and now it is your turn. In this video, we'll cover an overview of the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle. Hey guys, it's JoJo back again with another video on how to elevate, empower, and evolve your well-being. I cannot stress enough how important it is to not only understand each phase of your cycle, but also to act accordingly to the cycle you're on every single day. We are not only on a cycle when we have our periods. As a woman, we have to work so hard to be happy and be in a good mood and feel good every day. Men don't start crying when they drop their sunglasses on the ground or they forget the key to the car when they're trying to leave to go somewhere. No. They don't get mood swings like us, but mood swings are completely fine. I mean, they suck and they're not fine, but it is normal and it is okay for us to crash out. However, there is a limit. I will be making a video on what foods to eat during each phase of your cycle to help you feel not as irritated, upset, and tired, or any other symptoms that you get. And check out my vitamin video to see what vitamins I take to help with my period cramps. If you're aware of why you're feeling a certain way instead of completely hopeless and lost, it goes a long fucking way. So, finally, let me give you some information on our cycles. I am taking information I learned from my Whoop app as well as outside information, just to let you guys know as an FYI. In each phase, I'll provide our moods, sleep, exercise, mindset, and how long each phase typically is. And considering that every woman is different, know that these are the symptoms that an average woman would get, but listen to who you are and what happens to you at each cycle. Let's start off with the phase that we all know, the menstrual phase. Estrogen and progesterone dip to the lowest levels, which means that you could feel sad, tired, or fatigued, and have mood swings. This is completely normal to feel as our hormones change from the past luteal phase, which I will talk about. One of the most important things to do when you start to feel sad or have mood swings is to 1, recognize them, and 2, understand that it's completely normal and you are not crazy. This could help calm us down and accept our fate, which is better than trying to fight it. When you are having mood swings, try to rest, go for a walk, or do some meditation. Our sleep efficiency is going to be low in this phase, which means not only are we going to be less restful, but we're also not going to get the best quality sleep that we can normally get, especially if we're having symptoms like cramps and headaches. Oddly enough, you should be exercising at a high intensity. That means whatever a high intensity is to you. So for me, the top cardio that I do is running 2 miles, or I could do a cycling workout for about 20 minutes. That's high intensity. So this is what I'm really going to choose during my menstrual cycle. But remember, we're listening to our bodies. Exercise does help with symptoms, but if you have a headache, don't train as hard. Just make sure to get at least some exercise in, as it might not help you in the moment. It is going to help you for future days in your menstrual cycle. During this phase, us women have a boost in intuition, reflection, and deep insight. So if you feel yourself journaling a lot or wanting to journal, or you feel inspired to change your whole entire life, or you want to write down creative big picture goals, you now know the reason why. Use this to your advantage, whether that's in your job, you want to create new, better habits for yourself, or you want to set up plans with friends. You can check out my other videos on healthy habits if you're interested in creating new, better habits for yourself, or if you just want to get back to a habit that you used to have that you don't have anymore. And this cycle lasts about 3 to 7 days. After our menstrual phase, it is our follicular phase. Follicular. If I say that too many times, I'm not going to know how to say it anymore. Estrogen starts to rise, and that is why we transition into a new phase. When our estrogen is rising, we tend to have a boost in our energy and our mood. We can feel outgoing and happy and motivated and mentally sharp. This may be a favorite phase for some, and that is definitely a question that you should be asking yourself, because that means that you are recognizing what is happening to you at each phase. The follicular phase typically means that you are going into a deeper sleep, which means that you're going to feel more restful. This is what contributes to us feeling more energized throughout the day. You always want to take advantage of doing high intensity workouts when you can, and this is the time to do it. When you feel motivated and have energy, use and do what your body is providing you with. So up that cardio and strength if you can. If you're up at 2 a.m. rearranging your room for the 4th time, you're most likely in this phase. Our mindsets are excited to make plans, organize, and do tasks that have a sense of creativity and focus to them. This cycle lasts about 7 to 10 days, which is nice. After our follicular phase is our ovulatory phase, or our ovulation. Why do I want to say ovulation? Ovulation phase. Just because I have a hard time saying these words doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Our estrogen is peaking before falling, and our progesterone is beginning to rise, taking its place. When our estrogen is peaking, we can feel confident as well as even more boosts in our mood. So basically, we love when our estrogen is rising. I wish it just kept rising and rising forever and ever and ever. But it is better to feel pain than nothing at all, as Lumineers sing. AKA my favorite artist. You could also feel outgoing, wanting to connect with others, and you also want to do hobbies that you love. Sleep can vary in this phase. Some people could find that they have very deep sleep, and others could have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Whether you are in a deep sleep or a restless sleep, the pattern that we could see is that sleep is so important for women in our cycles. Unfortunately, again, we are going to be doing high intensity workouts. Our energy levels are high as well as our endurance, so this is a great opportunity to get a good workout in. When I talk about exercising though, please keep in mind that you should be doing rest days and that you should also be listening to what your body needs for that specific day. I'm just telling you to push yourself if you can because it will help you, but it's not going to be the end of the world. We are once again creative and focused in this phase, which is starting to make so much sense of why women are so smart. However, you could also be feeling so overwhelmed with a lot of emotions, whether that's good or bad. So all in all, be kind to yourself. Even Whoop suggests being kind to yourself. This cycle is the shortest, ranging from 1 to 3 days. Our last phase and the phase that comes after ovulation and right before menstrual is the luteal phase. So now our estrogen production is low and there is production in our progesterone. Why would I choose the word production? Why would I do that? This is the phase where you are going to feel the most irritable, have the most anxiety, and have the lowest of moods. When you're overthinking at night in your bed over that one thing you said to your friends when you're hanging out with them that day, know that it is fake and it is your hormones. It is not you. You are literally blowing something out of proportion and it's because there's things going on inside your body. So just know it is fake. What's happening to you isn't fake, but this in your mind at night, that's fake. Anxiety and overthinking is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. I am definitely irritable and have anxiety during this phase, but now knowing that the reason why I feel these type of ways is because of my hormones, I'm able to not only have an excuse, but calm down, relax, know that it's going to pass and that I'm not necessarily myself. On top of our shitty mood, we are going to feel less restful in our sleep. So hopefully you already made a good sleep routine from previous cycles, or you're even more fucked. You guys, I'm finally not going to say that you need to be doing high intensity workouts. Your energy and endurance is lower, so it is smart to do lighter workouts. I'm also not saying that you can't do high intensity workouts, but exercise could literally feel harder in this phase. Just always do what feels right to you and know that you're not crazy if you feel unmotivated or tired to do your workout. Also, don't feel like you're lazy for not wanting to work out because we are literally fighting demons in our bodies. I really hope a man is watching this. Ladies, we need to get our boyfriends and our husbands watching this video, or we need to get the boys watching this video and understanding this is why you don't have a girlfriend. You don't understand us. We're just girls. Connecting the dots to everything else I've said, our mindsets are a little in the dumps. We still want to do our regular routines, but we just don't feel creative enough or have the mental energy to start another project or a new habit. And to just keep adding to the crap that the luteal phase is, it is 10 to 14 days, which is the longest phase. But let's try to love and accept all of our phases for what they are and treat them accordingly. All right, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you some insight on how to help yourself out with your cycle and also gave you some grace if you act or do certain things. It's not technically your fault. And don't be shy to ask me questions. I have so many more videos on how to elevate, empower, and evolve your well-being, so I hope you check those out. Bye!